So your skin is actually the biggest organ in your body, and obviously the most visible one, and it pays to keep it looking good. That is why Kristie and Dr. Dean Bair are here with us today to talk about rejuvenating our skin, this most important organ that I was just saying to you, you don't think of it as an organ. Because it's your face, it's your body. You know, you don't think of that, but it's so important to take care of because it's what everybody sees.
That's right.
You can't get around that one. So I want to ask you guys first. First of all, welcome. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Nice to be back.
I've missed you both. It's nice to have my familiar faces on the couch. And speaking of faces, what are the things that you would say are the dominating signs of aging skin?
You lose elasticity, so things sag. Color changes, sunspots, broken and dilated blood vessels, and then wrinkles and fine lines and texture changes.
And when you say color changes, the pigment of your skin, the color actually changes as you age?
Everyone sees those freckles when you're a kid.
True.
When you're 50, they're not such cute freckles.
Right,
Yeah.
they're brown spots.
Right.
They're not freckles anymore. They're not that cute little peppermint patty freckle thing anymore. I know. Well, do you think that we see them on ourselves first, or do you think that other people see them on us first?
I think other people see them first because they come on gradually for us. And something I learned when we started this business, if you look at a child and their face looks so glowy, it's that ability to reflect light, that luminosity, and we lose that. Your skin dulls as you age, and that's part of what these rejuvenation treatments do. They give you back that ability to reflect light, that luminosity.
How interesting, because I never thought of it as reflecting light. I never thought of that. How cool is that? Well, now you said these treatments, so let's talk about these treatments because Bair Medical Spa is offering a new skin rejuvenation treatment that is actually called Triniti. So tell us about Triniti.
Triniti, 3. So,
yes.
Photofacial RF Pro addresses the pigment changes.
Okay.
Refirm increases the elasticity, corrects some of the laxity and the drooping.
Okay.
And Matrix RF helps correct the wrinkles and texture changes. And so all 3 of those work to correct those issues that we mentioned.
Okay.
And they work synergistically. And so it's 5 treatments, and each treatment we do 2 of those 3, and the effect is cumulative.
So 5 treatments altogether, and then 2 of the 3 that you just mentioned each time? That's how it works?
Well, the treatments are spread out, 5 treatments, 3 weeks apart.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you have a little downtime in between.
Right. So
And
at
then,
each of those 5 sessions, you're going to have 2 of those 3 treatments.
and when do you start to see those results that become visible?
The color changes are almost immediate. Within a couple days, you start seeing improvement in that color. The texture changes, the elasticity, that takes time for the cells to regenerate and for there to be new elastic, new collagen.
Well, you can see right here on the screen, this is a before and after. What a difference in the color. You're absolutely right. You can see a complete difference. You don't see those spots. And her skin actually looks lifted.
Yes.
So there's a lot of elements working here. It's now, okay, so now the process of doing it, what is the actual, you know I always ask this, the pain factor. Is there a pain factor involved?
Remember last time we were in and we showed you the hair removal?
Yes, that didn't hurt at all.
It's the same sort of technology.
Okay.
So it's the same sort of flash. We use numbing cream to help with some of the discomfort.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that it's not without some discomfort, but it's very tolerable.
Okay.
And, you know, downtime is minimal with the refirm part, the tightening, and the photofacial part. With the Matrix, you look like you have a sunburn for a couple days.
Well, that's
so
okay.
There's a little bit of downtime with that.
Better than a tanning bed, better for you, and long-lasting effects.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
So we could all handle that. In that last picture we just saw, I just wanted to mention what I noticed the most in that one was those laugh lines. Really, they weren't as deep.
Right. Right.
That was a big difference. You can see right there. I mean, look at the difference in her mouth alone.
And huge texture changes. Her pores are quite large in the before picture.
Yes, and that's actually a question I was just going to ask you because that's something that I've always battled a little bit is that I have large pores. And so sometimes, especially with my job, I have to wear a heavier makeup, and I think you see the pores more the more makeup.
Because the makeup sits sits in them, yes.
Yeah, cakes,
You're right.
and I hate that. So I was curious if that does make a difference with your pore size.
Absolutely. That's the Matrix RF. That's the result of the Matrix.
So now, of course, to get more information about the treatment and what you guys can offer, everybody can always go to your website, of course.
Right.
BairMedicalSpa.com. Very simple. And if you can see right at the bottom of our screen exactly where you need to go. And what I also love is that we got a chance at one point on the show to see what the experience is like in coming into the spa. And really, it is a spa kind of a feeling, not a medical feeling.
Absolutely.
It's not clinical. So it's not scary. You don't have to be intimidated, and you'll get a really great consultation.
Right.
So would you be able to tell?
Individualized.
Yeah, I mean, would you, if I walked in and I said, okay, so here's my issue, you could say, this is when you need to start the treatment. And you would, and I know you're honest, which is so nice too. You don't just tell everybody they need everything.
Right.
You really tell them what they need and when and why.
That's why we do the complimentary consultation, so we can take that kind of time.
Yes.
And the Triniti is, we can customize that as well.
Okay.
If someone has more elasticity problems, texture problems, then we can customize that.
See, that's what I was wondering, because I was thinking if, let's say, somebody has, like I was saying, bigger pores, but maybe I don't have so much issues with elasticity, so you would be able to customize based on those needs?
Exactly.
Oh, good to know. Very good to know. You know, I always love when you guys are here giving me this information. You're going to look at me one day close up and be like, oh, girl, you must have been to Bair Medical Spa. I know. It's going to happen one of these days. Thank you both so much for coming in and for enlightening us on Triniti. It sounds great, and we want to see you again soon.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
and thank you for providing those befores and afters. Please tell your clients we appreciate that as well.
We will. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be back cooking in the kitchen after the break.